Homemaking for me is all about acceptance. About chasing what makes you happy. Whether you're a mom, A dad, a son, a daughter, a roommate, or an individual living by yourself. I am Isa Gica Reyes, and I'm a professional home organizer. In this book, I will be sharing with you a technique that I created after years of working in Filipino homes. And it all boils down to three things: sorting, detaching, and rehoming. In its simplest terms, it's about finding happiness in your own home. Neat Obsessions is more than just a business. In fact, it only started as a social media page so I can share what I love doing at home. I didn't realize that it will turn out into an advocacy brought about by my passion in homemaking. Now, Neat Obsessions is a movement towards making sure that homemaking is not just a task of one, but for everyone. Make sure to get a copy of the Neat Obsessions book, now available. So, are you ready to begin your own neat journey?
Hi everyone, good afternoon, and I am Isa Gica Reyes. I am a professional home organizer, and welcome to today's event. We are going to do some organizing today, and I am very happy that have she AllHome gave me an opportunity to do this online virtual launch of my book. This a few months ago, I launched my book, and it's entitled Neat Obsessions. And in here, I talked about how I became a professional home organizer, and I have loads of tips here on how you're going to organize your home. So today, instead of a normal book launch, we're going to do an interactive tour here in my daughter's room to show you how to organize for your little ones. And I cannot wait to share with you the items that are on sale right now because All Home is giving huge discounts for some of the items that I will be featuring. And also, All Home will be giving um, gifts to those who are watching right now. So don't forget to share, like, and comment in this video. And then later, All Home will announce one lucky sharer and commenter who will win 5,000 gift certificates, 5,000 gift certificate, and also for 20 winners who's going to comment and share this video, you will also have the chance to win 1,000 gift certificates from All Home. So, are you ready to do some organizing today? If ever you have any questions about organizing, just type it in the comment section, and the team from All Home will be posting it later at the end of this event. So, shall we start? So, just a disclaimer, no? I'm a one-man team right now, so I'm going to drag you around the room to show you how I organized my daughter's space. So I have two daughters, by the way. It's Stella and Sabina, ages 8 and 4, and they are sharing a room. So sino ba dito yung mga nanay dyan? It doesn't mean na I'm in a girl's room, parang I'm going to be featuring parang all things girls. In fact, the things that I will be sharing with you are general tips that you can apply in your home, whether you have kids or not, because I will be showcasing some areas here that are very common also in your household. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so here in my daughter's bedroom, we have two built-in cabinets, and this one is my daughter Stella's cabinet. So yung kabila is kay Sabina, which is my 4-year-old daughter. And pareho lang ng itsura. Kung ano yung nandito, ganun din yung itsura sa kabila. And I will be showing to you how I organized it. Okay. So there.
So the thing is with okay. So the thing is when fixing your kids' closet, mas okay talaga kung may drawer yung kids, given that maliliit lang yung damit nila. But if you don't have drawers, these makeshift boxes will do the trick. Because it's important that, especially if you have kids who tries to be independent na, no, and wants to, um, doesn't need an assistance anymore when getting dressed, like my daughter. So labels play an important role when it comes to dressing up, so they know what where to get their things. And here in this case, since Stella na has her own mind when it comes to dressing up, I segregated na her clothes. These are her shirts. So it's labeled, it says shirts, and it's file folded. So those who know Marie Kondo, so you already know the technique, the file folding technique. So it depends on how you want to do it. Hold on, let me just adjust the camera. There you go. Okay. So depends on how you want to do it. So either this way, where you fold it, and then like that, diba? Or you can also fold it in thirds. So ayan, depende on ano yung gagamitin mong tray. So if it's deep, then two folds is enough. It's fine. Para mas manipis din siya when you file fold it. Now, it's better that the clothes are folded this way kasi kung nakapile siya, 'di ba pag hinila mo, nagtatopple over yung mga damit. So at least kapag ganito, they just have to pick it out and hindi nadadama yung ibang damit. So before kasi, the system that we do here at home nung maliliit pa yung anak ko, um we pair na their shorts and their shirts para mas efficient for us, the one who's assisting them. But now that they're they are dressing up on their own, then this one is much better. But at least for the pajamas, the system I retained it to be the same, where nakikita nyo ba? There. Parang magkasama na sila. Para nang sa ganon, my daughter doesn't have to look for the matching pair kasi magkasama na yung damit nila. Together na yung set. Okay? So, these baskets are from AllHome and it's actually on sale right now. And to those who are watching, apart from the discount, the 10% discount that AllHome is offering, if you are going to check out before 6 p.m. today, all you have to do is just comment mine in the comment section of the items that I will be showing, and then All Home will give you an additional 200 peso discount for that particular item. So only for this event and only until 6 p.m. So dapat na fastest fingers na tayo when it comes to checking out the things that you like here in this event. So here naman, just to show you, so these are my daughter's mga undergarments, and then her hair accessories. Not much organizing is happening here because, I just try to dump it. As long as she knows that all of her accessories are here, then it's good enough. And then this is her swimming clothes. So I'm going to show you quickly how to fold your kids' swimsuits. Okay, so I'll move here on the bed. So ayan, papakita ko sa inyo because when you buy my book, there's actually a page there where it has a QR code that links to a video of me teaching you how to fold yung mga undergarments na mahirap i-fold. So this one, I'm just going to quickly show you how to fold yung mga swimsuit. And it's not just for your daughters, for you as well. Like if you're traveling and you don't want na ma-expose kapag sinabi ng, let's say, sa airport security that you have to open your luggage, at least you can keep it as a secret kung ano man yung garment na yon. So I'm going to teach you this technique. It's called the pocket folding technique. So just so these mga strings are not in the way, just have to tuck it in.
like that, and then fold it this way. And then this area right here will serve as a pocket. Okay? So you just have to start folding. Then you just have to insert it at the top. Ayan. So let's say when you're traveling and the security at the airport says you have to open your luggage, hindi nila alam na swimsuit yan or underwear yan. 'Di ba? So this one naman is a board short that you can also do for your underwear. So same thing, you fold it this way, lengthwise, and then you start folding and use the top part as the pocket. Okay? So ayan. So hindi na nila alam kung ano yan. Kapag inopen mo yung bagahe mo, hindi na nila malalaman kung paano, kung ano bang garment yon. Okay? And as a mommy also, like if you fold your children's clothes this way, it is more efficient and more faster for them to get ready. And ikaw din, as a mom, di ba, parang alam mo na agad kung saan mo kukuhanin yung mga damit. At the same time, parang kung halimbawa magta-travel kayo, you don't have to redo all the folding because it's already folded neatly. You just have to put it either in your luggage or in your packing cubes and then you're ready to go. So you have more time to fix yourself kasi 'di ba ang mga nanay parang mas last sila na nag-aayos kasi ang dami-daming kailangang intindihin. But for now, mas madali na. So before I move on, so I'm going to show this to you again for inspiration, just so if you need an inspiration to organize your kids' closet, so these baskets will really come in handy in terms of organizing their clothes. Kung mapapansin nyo, konti lang yung damit ng anak ko kasi as much as possible, really try to purge. Kasi lalo na kapag hindi nakasya sa kanila yung damit. And since my 8-year-old kasi, kapag meron na siyang mga hindi kasyang damit, minumove ko na siya dun sa closet ng 4-year-old ko para hand-me-down. And then kapag may hindi nakasya dun sa 4-year-old ko, then we try to give it away na. Especially very timely right now, no, for the typhoon victims. So we recently actually parang discarded and some of their clothes. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to show this to you. So to those who are following me on my social media page, this area right here, I created this supposedly for my daughter's online learning. But the thing is, what happened is she's grade 2, and because there are a lot of toys around the room, parang ano siya, distracted siya. So because we try to impose like independent learning for her, so every once in a while lang namin siya chine-check. And pag pumapasok kami, sometimes may hawak siyang laruan or first naglalaro na siya talaga dito. So we had to move her someplace else here in the house. And I converted this into her art area because she loves to paint, she loves to draw. And I put in there yung mga paintings niya just so she'll see how we appreciate her work and also for inspiration so that she'll create more. As much as possible, we really try to encourage her, especially on a specific skill that she really like. And also for the books naman here, depends on your liking how you want to organize your books kasi you can actually arrange it alphabetically or by genre or by author. In my case, I try to cluster it by set and by color. I'm not really following here the rainbow order, only because I try to um, segregate the books based on the level of reading of my kids. So on this side, this is Sabina's side, and then this one is more for independent reading. So, yan. I'm going to move a little closer para makita nyo how it's organized. So, I'm following parang mga colors lang here, but not really strict that I have to follow the rainbow order. Okay, how are you guys? Still good? So, there. Okay, so now in this corner naman, this is my daughter Sabina's um, learning corner. She's a preschooler, so she doesn't need naman parang too much space. So for this one, for the sake of reality TV, hindi ko talaga pinak away yung laruan niya kasi this table, it gets converted talaga to her play area because magkapit-bahay sila nung ate niya. So this is her bahay-bahayan and then yung kabilang side naman is her ate's. So I promised her that I will not pack it away because after this live video, they're going to play pa daw. So but of course, during her school time, we need to pack that away, and this table is the one that she's using for online learning. Now, another all home product that I am going to share with you is I really love this because it's very slim and it fits parang all types of space kasi maliit lang siya. And especially that my preschooler naman doesn't have much materials yet for school. This is perfect for Sabina. So I have here some of her writing essentials. So these are actually recycled bottles lang. And I tried to segregate them the crayons by colors. Ayan, para lang it's pleasing to the eyes. And here naman, under are all her, hold on, let me just adjust. There you go. Okay, these are her manipulatives. Okay, she uses this for school and also for learning. And I keep it in reusable bags just so we won't lose yung mga ganitong items. Kasi mahirap, di ba, pag may nawala kang letter, wala na, hindi na siya kompleto. So, it's important that you keep it by set just so it's not parang naghahalo-halo. So I love this wire basket from AllHome because it's very wide, enough to fit yung mga ganitong klaseng sets, or if you want to keep some of your board games, yan, okay din tong wire basket na to. Okay, so next on the list are these boxes that I really love kasi nung pinapili ako ni AllHome kung ano yung mga gusto kong i-feature for the kids' room, I really want to choose those items that are going to be useful for parents. And some of the things that are hard to keep are those mga bulky toys na laruan ng mga anak natin, 'di ba? For boys, ayan yung mga baril-barilan, mga Lego. So this is such a good way for you to store those types of toys. So this one is my kids' house set. Kasi nga mahilig sila magbahay-bahayan. So nandito yung mga ibang kapitbahay nila. So there, this is where we keep yung mga ganito. And then we have this mga odd-shaped ones that are really hard to store in the shelf. So perfect. I didn't remove the tag yet because kailangan ko to as kodigo. This box is 1,779.75, but it's on sale right now. So if you want to take advantage, just make sure that you check out before 11:59 tonight. Or if you want pa additional discount on top of the, I think 10%, there you go, 10%, just comment mine on the comment section below and you will get an additional 200 pesos off. Okay, so just to show you pa kung gaano talaga kalaki tong box na to, my daughter Sabina kasi, when her online classes started, their school gave her a busy box. It's called the busy box, which contains her curriculum for the year. So yung mga items na kailangan niya for school is actually in this box. So normally kasi, like if it's in the room, I try talaga na yung mga materials na gagamitin ko for storage are all mga baskets instead of mga plastic bins because it's more aesthetically appealing and para lang hindi siya magmukhang storage room. Of course, in my storage room, I use a lot of like this, but for my kids' room, I want it more homey. That's why I opt for baskets. But this one, I don't want to remove it in the basket because nga Sabina gets instructions from her teachers what to prepare for the day in this box. So I think this is a 30-liter box, and it can fit inside this beautiful box from AllHome, and it has parang space pa. Okay. So this is actually the first time that I'm going to announce it here. Before the end of the year, I will be releasing my own pre-printed label line, and I've curated different sets from different parts for different areas of the house. And these labels are specifically for the kids' play area. So also, I included in the label here, I have here positive praises. It says, don't give up, stay neat. So I included their positive praises just so it can act as a reminder for us parents that you know how kids are. They need assurance and validation that they're doing a good job. And at least hindi lang tayo puro very good and way to go. So at least we have mga kodigo right here on how we're going to communicate with our kids, because as parents really have to choose the right words to ensure that our kids are learning, diba? And kids talaga, they learn through play, and also through the things that they observe from us. So I hope that you get to support this pre-printed label line soon when I announce it. So just I'll keep you posted through my social media page. But yeah, in this area naman, okay. Again, another wire basket that I use for my kids' books. See, the wire basket is very wide. That I'll show you. Diba? Meron ba kayong mga ganito? Like yung mga malalapad na libro ng mga bata. And it's perfect that if you have this kind of baskets, instead of piling the books like this, diba? You can pile it upright, and it's neatly secured there. So if you notice, here in my kids' room, I want as much as possible to have everything na nakatago, but except for the books. Because I want my kids to be visually stimulated by the books, na pag nabobore na sila, mas gugustuhin nilang magbasa. So as much as possible, I want them to have an easy access for the books. Well, except for this one na masyadong mataas, kasi these are the books that I really treasure the most. Um, just a little backstory. In the book, um, I tell her the story of me being the backpack of my parents. Kasi kaya Isa yung pangalan ko. Nag-iisa akong babae. I have four brothers and I'm the bunso. So wherever my parents are, andun ako. Kaya ako backpack nila. So my mom is a teacher, and I remember her bringing me to libraries, and that's where we read mga children's book that I don't get to bring home. So when I got pregnant with my son, my eldest, I made sure to collect a lot of books and a lot of children's book that I can share. I have yet to purge our books because I want also Sabina to experience it. That's why it's everywhere in the room. Okay? All right. So, here naman, uh, this is where most of my daughter's toys are. And if you notice, the labels naman that I used here, are those with pictures. Why? Because my daughter Sabina kasi is just learning how to read now. And at least meron siyang word association. Like if I encourage her to pack away her toys, then pwede niyang tingnan yung photo, and doon niya ilalagay yung toy that she needs to pack away. Another tip also is if you want to create like harmony and cooperation in your home, when you organize, make sure that when you come up with categories, it's easy to follow. Kasi ang nangyayari sa atin, like when we sort our things or when we come up with categories, it's only us who understands it. So ang nangyayari is kapag merong hinanap, ikaw lang talaga yung kailangang tanungin kasi ikaw lang yung nakakaintindi ng system mo. But if you make sure na naiintindihan ng kahit na sino yung mga sinet mo na categories, then even your kids, you can actually encourage them to do it on their own. So, um, a great tip that I can give you is when you sort your things, make sure that you avoid categories such as miscellaneous and personal. Why? Because if hindi mo alam kung saan mapupunta yung gamit na yon, dun mo siya ilalagay sa personal and sa miscellaneous na category. Which, by the way, is very, um, ano ba, ang nangyayari is magkakaroon ka ulit ng mga items that are mishmash. So pag kailangan mo siyang hanapin, then kailangan mo na namang you have to dig through that pile again of miscellaneous items and personal items. I mean, nothing wrong with that kind of category. In fact, I have something here that says miscellaneous. But inside, I have here puzzles, electronic toys, instruments, and toys that they use for pretend play. So, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin, parang if you have like miscellaneous items that hindi naman kailangan nakakahon parate bawat item, no? But if you can but if you can control the categories that you have, then at least kahit na sino, even your kids, if they're looking for something, you just have to point them in that direction and they will understand where to get it. And also, as another tip for mommies, you can actually incorporate games when you want your kids to learn how to organize. For example, pag andyan na lahat ng kalat, lumabas na, you can encourage them by saying, pick up the toys that are pink, or pick up your toys that starts with the letter A, or pick up 10 toys to pack away. 'Di ba? In that sense, instead of it being a daunting task, it's more fun and game for them. And at the same time, mas na-activate kasi yung kids kapag the activities that you set for them is like that of a game. Okay? As simple as, this one naman, actually okay na to that you dump it in the kitchen toys bin. But for the sake of sorting, um, like this one. So you can ask them to sort out the kitchen items. So these are the utensils and the ones that they use for cooking. And then these are the food toys. So I'm just trying to live up with my um, name as a professional home organizer to my profession. But actually, you don't have to complicate things. You can just dump anything kitchen related in this bin. But I'm just showing to you like how it can be like fun and games for your kids. Okay? I hope you're learning back. Okay. So of course, all the art materials, art paintings ng anak ko andyan pa kasi I let her decide like which painting to hang. Again, this is her room and I want her to feel na parang she also has a say in this area. Okay. So, I've been showing you like Sabina's mga toys and Sabina's area. So this area naman is my 8-year-old Stella's um turf. If for the parents out there, not just for the mommies, no, if you want to organize your kids' space, I highly encourage that you try to observe them how they play because it's really through your observation that you will understand how you can organize their space. Kasi if you are going to complicate things in terms of organizing, mas mahihirapan lang silang kumilos doon sa area na yon. And plus, if yung area na isa-set mo sa kanila is sobrang hirap to follow, then ikaw lang yung maburden kasi ikaw lang yung may kayang gumawa nung organization na yon. But if you organize it based on how they use their space, then kahit sila mismo kaya nilang ayusin yan. Okay, so on this side naman are Stella's toys, and I love, love, love this plant stand from AllHome. Uh, I'm actually itching to get it na and use it for my plants, but yeah, I'll show it to you. Okay. I love that it's wide at the bottom and it gets slim up here kasi nga plant stand siya. So, but ako nung nakita ko siya, I immediately thought of this truck kasi ang hirap niya talagang i-store. So, parang kung iba-box ko siya, parang defeats the purpose because yun lang yung kasha. Siya lang mag-isa yung kasha dun sa box. But at least this one, it acts as a garage beside her house playset. And then her dolls, kasi if you notice, later I'm going to share with you a story. That area right there, it's like a Netflix show for my daughter Stella. So pag umupo siya dyan, parang may to be continued na story. And itong mga dolls na to are characters that she uses also for her for her Netflix show. So this one naman is another wire basket which is in a different size, very slim, and she's also into My Little Pony. But we actually purged na some of it, and it I'm so happy na talagang pinili niya lang yung mga items na gusto niyang mag-stay. So they have their little cage there, and this is her collection. And then again, books. Because if she gets bored, at least her pocketbooks are just there. She can easily reach it. And yeah, that's pretty much what's inside my daughter's room. And here is my daughter Stella's Netflix show. I am going to show you something special in this set. I actually didn't organize it as you notice because in fact this area is um, ano ba to, bawal hawakan yung mga items na nandito. Bawal magulo. And if ever we need to dust it off, Stella needs to be around because she's the one putting everything back here. Kasi nga meron siyang little show there. But um, I've been mentioning since kanina pa how kids can be creative through play and how they learn through play. And here, I noticed that my daughter have this little box where she have this mga, kasi nga mahilig siya sa arts and crafts, meron siyang mga pinapaprint sa amin. And look, this is actually a Harry Potter book that she created. And she stored it in a box. And then I have a parang dropper in the office na she's been begging me to give it to her, only to find out ginupit niya yung dropper para gawing container ng mga, ano ba to? Where's my camera? There. Mga lapis niya. These are actually toothpicks na drinowingan niya para maging pencils. So, what I'm saying is that, you know, um, when I saw this the other day, it validates my my instinct of, you know, just letting them be and at the same time um, show them what it's like to care for the home. Because the way she does it through her play, it shows like parang minimimic niya kung ano yung meron dito sa bahay. In fact, meron pa siyang kinuha sa bag ko the other day na lalagyan na ng candy and she converted it to a cereal box. So, kamukha nung mga lalagyan na namin ng cereal box sa baba. So, it's really important that you try to observe your kids. And at the same time, I want you to realize that organizing is not supposed to be a daunting task, but organizing is something that will help you make your lives more easier and efficient. And also for the parents out there, this is also what I'm guilty about. Kasi ang nangyayari sa atin is when people ask us if nagugulo ba yung bahay natin, um, I, for one, I always answer, oo naman, kasi tatlo yung anak ko eh. So parang I always pass on that negativity na kaya magulo yung bahay namin is because of my kids. Where in fact, hindi naman lalabas lahat nitong mga laruan na to. Hindi naman to mapupunta dito if not for me. So it's really our responsibility as parents on how we're going to show our kids how they will respect and care for their space. So it's important that we provide them all these things that will help them understand the value of a clean space and an organized space. You know, organizing is not just to beautify things, but organizing is something that will help them understand the value of, respect in one space. And you know how cleaning and sanitizing is taking center stage right now because of the pandemic. So you know the importance of a clean space as well. So if we can also pass it on to our kids, then in a positive way, then hopefully they will bring it as they grow. So I hope you enjoyed this um, short session about organizing your kids' room. And if you are interested to get a copy of my book, please visit my social media pages at Neat Obsessions, both in Facebook and Instagram. So if you have any questions, I'll be waiting for it for the team from All Home to post it. Organizing things reflect how organized one's life is. So this is very important on every home. I agree with you, Diana. Um, when I've actually written in the book, no, na parang yung iba kasi they felt na parang when it comes to organizing, it's just parang for a few chosen people. But I try to find logic on why organizing is important. And one of the things that I realized is that organizing is important because it avoids you to overthink. Diba? There are a lot of stressors outside already, and there are a lot of things that you can control. And if there's one thing that you can control in your life, that those are your things. Diba? So at least there's one thing that you can actually control of. Kasi if ayaw mo nang pumasok sa isang space because parang ang gulo-gulo na niya, then it means that your things are controlling you. But again, gamit lang yan. Kayang-kaya nyo yung kontrolin for sure. Are there any other questions? True. At saka kapag organized ka, pati ang anak mo magiging organized din sa bahay. Yes, of course there are days that they're not because they're kids. And they need more parang kailangan mo talagang pukpukin din minsan para lang makapag-organize sila. But again, yun nga, like the one that I showed you, how Stella played with her toys. And actually, natuwa talaga ako dun sa nakita ko kasi how she, first, it shows her creativity. And then second, parang, I know that she also values a clean space because the fact that she incorporates those little things in her play speaks a lot of, what she sees here at home. So again, I want to remind you guys that um, for today's event, make sure that you don't, please don't forget to share and like and comment in this video so that you will get an additional 200 pesos off from the items that I showed you. All you need to do is just comment mine. And then if you want to join the giveaway promo, if you like, if you share, and if you comment, then All Home will be drawing a winner that will win. One lucky winner will win 5,000 pesos, 5,000 gift certificate, an online voucher from All Home that you can use in their website. And also, 20 lucky winners can win 1,000 pesos gift certificate from All Home as well. Only the thing that you have to do is just comment and share this video. So I hope you learned something today. Agree, if the things are organized, you know where you look for those things, and time saving. agree with you. How many times na ba na parang lalabas ka ng bahay only to find yourself na nasa na nga ba yung susi, nasan yung wallet, nasan yung cellphone. So, 'di ba? If you know where your things will go, then you will avoid parang those mga mishaps on a day-to-day basis. And again, another reminder lang and reinforcement about categories, make sure that you set up categories that are easy for people in the house to understand. Oh, from Love Compok, as they grow up, they learn the value of putting things in the right place. I have three kids too, and this is helpful enough for me. Using baskets where we can store items to make it organized and put on labels for easy tracking and storing saves up time and it teaches kids to be responsible too. Agree! Agree talaga ako dyan. And yeah, and yun nga, parang 'di ba kung halimbawa may label na, minsan asta na hindi mo kailangan magsalita, turo mo na lang. 'Di ba? Encourage them to read. How about expecting new toys from Christmas gifts? Do you prepare space or let go, donate to make space for new ones? Any advice for homes with limited space? Okay, I like that question, April. Um, Whenever I try to declutter or detach from all of these things, from my kids' mga toys, I encourage them, I mean, to, set a time for them to see yung mga laruan nila sa bahay. And sila mismo yung pinapapili ko kung alin yung mga mag-go na at saka mag-stay. So how do I do that? Last year, what I did was, I actually parang come up with a game. I move out all their toys sa labas. And then, I gave them 30 minutes to choose yung mga favorites nila that they need to put back inside the room. So, at least from there, medyo nagigauge ko kung alin yung mga gusto nilang magstay, kung alin yung mga favorites nila. Kasi doon sa time that I gave them, parang talagang they were trying to find kung alin yung mga important na toys. And with that, I was able to sit down with them and ask them, okay, bakit hindi mo to kinuha? Ba't hindi mo to nilagay sa room? Do you want to let go of it na? And you will be surprised how kids can be decisive with their toys as well. Kasi yung dito sa pinakita ko sa inyo, nakailang declutter na rin kami. And it's nice because it's actually my kids who gets to decide kung alin yung iaalis nila at saka hindi. Now, for Christmas gifts, I try to park some of the toys muna because I don't want them to be overwhelmed na lahat binuksan na tapos hindi na nila malalaro, 'di ba? Parang minsan mawawala na yung mga maliliit na items. So I try to give it one by one and I let them choose also which one they want to play with it first. And then if mga bulky talaga if mga bulky talaga na items, then we really have to make space for it in terms of, adjusting na naman our storage. Kailang arrangement na kami dito. Only because parang mahirap din kasi na yung mga laruan ng mga bata is parating nakalabas. I think there's a Montessori way of rotating your toys. So it's a good practice also. Like if you have a spare cabinet, na if you don't have the luxury of space to bring out all the toys, it's actually a good practice that you can keep some of the toys and then have it on rotation para hindi magsawa yung mga bata. So that's actually what I try to practice with Christmas gifts. I hope I answered your question, April. Thank you so much. What else? Okay. So, ano po ang kaibahan ng plastic storage sa basket po? Saan po mas safe magtago ng mga gamit na magtatagal ng maraming taon? One stop. Okay. All right. So, for me kasi, it depends on the quality of baskets that you are going to use. Ako talaga, personally, since yung mga baskets kasi is in our active area, so definitely napupunasan namin siya and we get to see yung condition niya. Kasi ang hirap sa baskets is ang tendency niyan is mag-molds and ano bang tawag doon? Parang nagmo-molds siya and nag-aamag. So parang since we get to clean up naman this area on a daily basis, so naiiwasan namin na mangyari yon. So I really don't recommend you having baskets in your storage areas because very humid and masisira lang, magbibrittle lang yung plastic doon. Yung plastic, yung basket doon. But for areas naman that you can often clean and expose, 'di ba? Mas okay, at least personally, mas okay for me to have baskets around the house just so it's more homey and of course mas eco-friendly. Yeah, are there more questions? How do you organize artworks when they have a lot already? My kids love to draw and paint. They're very particular about their art, but sometimes masyado na talaga madami paint. Okay. For artworks naman, I have a suggestion for you. If you're not that sentimental and you're okay to let go naman of some, what I can suggest is you can take a photo of it and convert it to a photo book. You can actually give it out as a gift for grandparents, 'di ba? Lesser things to keep, lalo na yung mga may mata, may mga kamay. So mahirap talagang itago 'yan. And similar to my kids, I actually have a folder of their artworks and um similar to the toys pala of my kids. I also ask them if it piles up, I ask them which um mga drawings and paintings that they would like to keep, and the paintings that they are proud of. And then pag sinabi nila na parang medyo nahihiya na sila dun sa iba nilang mga drawings, then I have to respect them and let go na of those materials. Again, at the end of the day, no, parang um, wag niyong solohin yung decision when it comes to letting go pagdating sa mga gamit ng anak ninyo. It's really important to keep involve them kasi you will be surprised how much parang decisive pa your kids are more than you if you involve them in the process. Nasasayangan po kami lagi mag-dispose ng mga gamit. Okay. So, yeah, of course, syempre, 'di ba, parang if lalo na sa kids kasi talagang fast moving ang mga gamit ng kids dahil nga mabilis silang lumaki and mabilis nilang ma-outgrow yung mga laruan and so forth. But again, no, you try to weigh yung sayang versus sa paano mo ba mape-prevent or paano mo ba mape-preserve yung idea ng sayang. Kasi if hindi mo nga siya i-dispose, pero you're not gonna store it properly, then mas sayang ba na either you resell it or you donate it, that somebody else can actually benefit from it, than it just collecting dust sa storage mo and just taking up so much space that parang ang nako-compromise na is your space at home. Wala ka nang malakaran kasi sobrang dami mo ng gamit, 'di ba? So, again, the point here is not for you to become a minimalist. It's not the case because if you notice, I have loads of books here in the house. But the word here is being intentional. So hopefully, like if nasasayangan kang mag-dispose ng mga gamit, then make sure that you get to use those things. Um, you get to experience those things na nasasayangan ka versus it lang parang nasa storage and nanghihinayang ka and nagde-deteriorate na yung value nun kasi nandun lang siya sa storage, 'di ba? So make use of those things na nanghihinayang ka if that is your reason. But if it's just going to bother you, like in terms of space, in terms of storage, then you have to think twice whether to let go or sell. Hindi naman kailangan parating i-donate yung mga gamit, no? There are other ways um, for you to ano ba? For you to sell it or give it away. Questions pa? Okay. How about po mga documents natin? Saan po kaya safe itago? Okay, for the documents, I will be releasing a vlog about it very, very soon. And, but, yeah, for me, it depends on it depends on your storage but what worked for me for the longest time before I had a file cabinet made was each of the member of the family have their own accordion folder, and then we have a separate accordion folder for all of our joint documents. So that way parang mas mas natatago ng maayos yung mga documents. The thing is lang with documents, no, you have to understand like the importance of um, alin ba talaga yung mga dapat mong itago kasi minsan nagpa-pile up na siya, especially if you're into keeping mga receipts and mga ganyan. But that's another whole lot discussion. Wait for my vlog about it. I will vlog it very soon. What's the best advice for someone who is still undecided to let go of things and ensure it's if it's up for charity, sell or keep? So for me, um, what I do is I actually park it muna. And if kinaya ko na parang 6 months hindi ko siya hindi ko siya nakikita, then I have to revisit again and see if maybe that's the time that I have to let go. In fact, yun yung ginawa ko during the ECQ. I had to check our storage. I had actually talked with my husband. I asked him kung mag-aanak pa ba kami kasi I'm really willing to let go na of yung mga damit and yung mga crib and some of yung um, mga items ng mga kids namin. And based on how we parang talk and kung paano din namin parang inassess yung situation namin now. Parang if ever naman na magkakaanak kami, given that Sabina is actually 4 years old na, and nakailang hand-me-downs na din yung mga damit niya. Parang naisip ko, siguro naman, it's time na to let go of those mga kids' clothes. And kung magkakaanak man kami, bilhan naman na natin ng bago. Kasi parang si Sabina is actually still wearing some of her brother's clothes and her brother's clothes, and Seb is already 9 years old. So yung mga t-shirt hanggang ngayon nasusuot pa rin ni Sabina. So yeah, so I was able to let go of a lot. So it's not naman a matter of kailangan agad-agad, no? You have to respect also your readiness when it comes to detaching. How about po yung mga luma na gamit sa school, like yung mga test na maganda yung scores, paano nyo i-declutter yun? Similar to what I mentioned about the artwork, you can actually take photos of it, or you can write a story about it. If when I started Meat Obsession and I started blogging, there are actually a lot of mga blogs na I haven't uploaded. I don't think I will upload because since nasanay na akong magsulat, parang if there's a memory that I really like to keep, parang I'd rather write about it and remind me the story of how it happens, why it happens, and yeah, um, so maybe writing can help you also, or yun nga, taking photos of it. But maybe you can keep a few if you're really parang too sentimental about it. But not naman all, especially yung mga iba, textbook pa yung tinatago, 'di ba? So, yeah, just choose the right amount of sentimental items that you want to keep. Okay, I'm going to read the last 5 questions. So, which is better, storage bins with labels or wire baskets that you can see through the contents? Depende. So like for me, if it's books, then I'm okay if it's in the wire. Okay, I'm going back para at least makita ninyo. Depende sa kaso. So in this case, 'di ba? If it's books and it's pleasing to the eyes, for me, I'm okay it in the wire basket para nakita. But if it's a mishmash of mga kung ano-ano, I'd rather keep it in a basket para hindi ko nakikita na halo-halo siya. So, depende kung ano yung gusto mo aesthetically. Depends on your style, depends on how you want things to look in your house. Last 4 questions. Nakakatulong po ba yung curtains to look na mas neat ang rooms? Yes. In fact, it feels Parang kami, when we move here, but this is just our personal opinion, ha. When we move to our house, we are actually trying to decide whether we get blinds or curtains. But we opted for curtains because one, nalalabhan siya. And then, um, another thing is it's parang I feel it's more homey if you have curtains at home. So yeah, that's just a personal choice when it comes to design. But of course, blinds are parang easier to, I think, maintain kasi you just have to wipe it clean, diba? Last three. I hope you learned something today. Feels good then staying at home na maaliwalas kahit may mga gamit ang kids. Thanks to the knowledge of how to properly store items, sometimes it's better to ask them if we can let it go na yung seldom na use or include them na mag-declutter. Yes, talaga. That is an absolute yes for me. Um, kasi, you know what, parang as a mom, I felt na or not just a mom, but as a parent, no, parang ang hirap na we always feel overwhelmed because feeling natin parang tayo kailangan gumawa ng lahat ng yon. But when I set up this space for my daughter and also the same for my son, if you want to see naman my son's room, you can watch it in my YouTube page. And if you just set an intention on a particular space and you let them understand like how it works, then even if magulo yan and iwanan mo sila and you ask them to fix it whenever they're ready, and respect also their readiness, you'll be surprised talaga how kids can do it too. 'Di ba? So, minsan yun din yung syempre, it's not the same as how you do it, but if you let them be, if you let them be creative, just like how I shared with you, Stella's take on organizing in her own little playhouse, 'di ba? They really absorb it. Yeah. Ma'am, yung mga photo album po noong unang panahon na hindi pa usang memory cards or USB, saan po kaya safe itago? Okay. Um, I think now um, there are businesses that helps restore those kinds of photos. Um, Kasi talagang very fragile, no? Lalo na kung nandun na nakadikit na siya dun sa photo album tapos may plastic pa, so hindi mo na talaga matatanggal yung plastic. But the the safest is if you are going to keep it in a box, make sure that you put silica gels inside so that hindi din siya mag-molds and kasi if the humidity is so high, then masisira lang din yon. So if naman you are going to put it in a storage area, then make sure that you air it out every once in a while, maybe once or twice every month. Buksan mo lang yung box para mag-circulate yung air inside. What is the best organizing advice or tip that you can give our viewers? Okay, so this is the last question from All Home, and the best organizing advice that I'm going to give you is don't be too hard on yourself. So, know that small progress is still progress. You don't have to do it in one day if you feel overwhelmed and you want to organize. No, just take one space at a time and um, know and celebrate your wins, celebrate yung mga na-accomplish mo. Because if ang goal mo agad is kailangan maayos ang buong bahay, then ang mangyayari dyan is midway, mapapagod ka lang. So if you're going to start in a small area, then if maayos mo yon, then you will feel accomplished about it and you can celebrate it and magsusunod-sunod na yan. So again, respect your readiness and as parents naman, make sure that you spend time with your kids so that they will also learn the value of a clean and organized space. So thank you very much to all of you who joined me this afternoon in this virtual um, room/book tour. So maraming salamat po. I hope you enjoyed. And until the next time, stay neat everyone. Bye.